Welcome everybody to a December 6th gold analysis for the week of December 7th. Some nice moves on gold last week, followed by, in general it's pretty good. Friday was kind of choppy because of NFP, but other than that, it was a pretty good week. You can follow all the trades on the Instagram or the blog on the website. Usually has all the information on there. But let's get started. So we're looking at the quarterly now. We can see the quarterly's tapped into this area. So it's tapped into like 1775. And that's one point it would tap into, kind of retest this area. And I think it'll pop up. I don't know if it'll pop up in December, but we'll see. There's US dollar is also strong, which is going to cause it to potentially have a bullish move, but it really depends how the transition of presidency goes, how the vaccination distribution goes, and how everything else goes with the U.S. economy and what drives global recovery, and if global recovery is going to be sped up or if COVID's going to slow down. But we'll see what drives the price of gold over the next month. This month might be a little bit slow. This moves might be kind of choppy, but other than that, we'll see how it moves. So it's tapped into this quarterly support, previous resistance, and it shot all the way up. Now, if we go down to the monthly, we can see that this month has no lower wick yet, right? November had a huge move down at the end of November. This December month hasn't had a lower wick yet. So this might just be a liquidity grab to push down lower. And if it does break this support, we're going to end up seeing maybe 1700s, high 1600s, or something along those lines. I'm going to delete that line for now, but we could see this is kind of bearish trend. We've seen that before too. Where's the 08 one? In 08, yeah, you had this huge move up, and then you had the bearish move. It was moving in waves in a sense, and I feel like that's the thing with gold. It'll probably move in waves too. It is still a safe haven. I think every investor now is gonna have gold in their portfolios just as a kind of hedge on their portfolio. But we could see now it's tapped into this 1850 range, like this previous liquidity zone that we had drawn up for most of November, and even in October we can see that liquidity zone was a huge area right here. What was it? Sorry, you know what I mean. Okay, that area over here. That thing wasn't cooperating, but this whole zone right here, that was a big liquidity area, and price just tapped into there. With the week, I feel like the week you might get a little bit higher, maybe make a wave and then push down lower. It's kind of doing that wave now on the daily. We can see this bull move up, and now it's kind of hit a resistance area, formed the doji candlestick. Usually that means a reversal. You can kind of see like a wave, and then I do think it'll push down. We can see December there was no lower wick, and it's pushed up right away for the month. So that's a pretty good sign of this potential liquidity grab for this month and the rest of the month. This month will be slow. It is holiday month. It'll be choppy, mostly computer and algorithms trading it, very few traders. There are still going to be moves, and instead of I think in a week or two, instead of my 40 pip target, I'm going to go for a 20 pip target. I'll still be on for the routine and for just keeping a consistent schedule, because that's one thing I messed up on last year. That put me in downwards trajectory for the start of January, but what can you do? We go to the 4 hour now. We can see the 4 hour. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. You can see this 4 hour bullish move up, hits a resistance, starts forming printing bearish formation. So we might see a little move up, and I think we might see it to like 1845, 1850, maybe a little bit higher, and then start pushing down. Really depends on any catalyst that comes out. UK is giving out vaccinations on Tuesday, which is pretty interesting. So we'll see how that goes. As for other news, there's nothing. I mean, CPI, unemployment claims on Thursday, core PPI and PPI, very little news. I mean, this, I'll copy it and I'll put it on, but there's literally nothing I'd say of importance for this week. It's been pretty interesting what's been happening. Vaccines are gonna get pushed out quite a bit, and they're gonna give it to high risk individuals. Sorry, I'm just editing this, and then we'll see how that goes. I'm not really trusting it for the first batch, but they are giving it to high risk individuals. Maybe we'll start getting our life back sooner than later. Pumping out a vaccine in this short time is actually pretty remarkable. But if I trust it, to be decided. So we have CPI, we have core CPI, unemployment claims, and then PPI too. So that's basically the news for the week. Whoa. Not a lot of news. So it's mostly going to be price action what drives the market this week. Let's go to 30 minutes. We can see that now after this big bull move up, we got this bull move up for the most part, even some shorts too. But we can see now it's in this range. Now with it being in this consolidation range, you're going to expect a big break towards the upside or the downside. We got to be ready for both. We don't really... We got to play price action. That's our biggest advantage that we have as traders, is playing the price action and really kind of analyzing the way it moves, being ready for both sides, getting in out of the short, even making it on the short and the long. I think earlier this week I made it on the short and on the long. You can make it on both sides as long as you're prepared. You analyze it, you were nimble, you were adapting, and you really read and understand the price action that's happening. Like the NFP price action, I was going to go short. I got stopped out here, and then I went short again because I could see the price action was printing bearish. The wicks, no room to go up. So that's pretty interesting. We'll keep an eye on it. As for like the intra week moves, should I go to the daily? Let me go to the hourly. Yeah, I think I'll do it on the hourly. So I'm going to put the news up here. So we have the news. As for the longs and the shorts, we have a consolidation range right here. So let me put a text box here, consolidation range. Okay, so now we have a move below here, and then we go down. Or potentially we could have a move up for a liquidity wick. Push up higher is the next one. So we'll see how that turns out. Let me put those two. For long plays, we can potentially see a continued bullish move up from last week if there is more fear slash uncertainty in the markets. price would have to start breaking levels on momentum and high volume. So that's the first one for the long side. I guess we move that down here. We can see on the daily the bullish momentum has slowed down. We may correct some of from last week after creating a higher wick, or if price is truly bullish, we can see a continued trend upwards. Shorts will be clearly defined if price does create a higher wick, then starts breaking levels. The daily has showed signs of slowing down, potentially play price action and what it shows you. There we go. That's pretty much it for gold this week. So we have not a lot of news. There's a big consolidation range right now. It's probably been happening full 2 days, approximately 2 days. Probably see it continue in this consolidation range. Maybe see a higher wick above, followed by a potential move downwards, and then with that, we can really play the price action and try to drive or move from there. But other than that, I'm gonna post this on the blog. Hope everybody has a good Sunday, good football Sunday, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow.